What is wrong with us human beings is that so many of us are ignorant about how the environment gets destroyed. So many of us do not make the linkages between our activities and what we do to the environment. And just to give a few examples, in my own part of the world, I keep telling people, let us not cut trees irresponsibly. Let us not destroy, especially the forested mountains. Let's not interfere with the ecological systems in these mountains, because they are playing a very important part of our life. They are responsible for our survival. Because if you destroy the forests on these mountains, the rivers will stop flowing, and the rains will become irregular, and the crops will fail, and you will die of hunger and starvation.
Through their notable leadership and action.
Founding Father Benjamin Franklin published the sayings of Confucius in his colonial newspaper, and today's sculpture, recognizing that ancient Chinese sage, is carved into the face of the United States Supreme Court.
What's up, my gang? Welcome to Hood.
The word intelligence, what does it mean to be an intelligent species? So intelligence, as the dictionary defines it, it's the ability to learn from past mistakes and make a wiser choice tomorrow. So intelligence is associated with the activity of learning from past mistakes and readjusting our tomorrow's actions to suit the lessons imparted by the past mistakes. So you find that these words like intelligence are only deserved by individuals who are ready to keep away the things that didn't work yesterday. These words like intelligence should be associated with species that act in the most intelligent manner. These words like civilized or civility should apply to individuals who are not just in suits and ties, but should be associated by individuals who do things that suit their health, their well-being, their wellness. So whenever one does something that is destructive to his own self or to the environment, this is a defiance of intelligence or of acting in the most intelligent manner. When one acts in ways that will lead to the deterioration of the very resources one needs to survive, then this is not a mark of intelligence. This is a mark of crudity. This is a mark of crudeness, of backwardness. So intelligence and uprightness or civility or being civilized are words that should only be used to refer to a human being whose ways are upright, whose way of carrying out his daily business is intelligent, whose actions are not a repetition of past mistakes. So what it entails to be intelligent is to be a species that learns from yesterday's mistakes and readjusts today for a better tomorrow. So a species capable of rational thinking, it's a species that calculates the good in something and the bad in something and choosing based on the positives and the negatives of that action. So to be truly intelligent, or intelligence in truth, implies an adjustment of one's daily activities to suit a better way of living, to suit a wiser way of carrying out one's daily business or daily activities. So we as human beings need to revisit these words, because it's easy for us to claim intelligence, but it's almost impossible for us to act out this intelligence or to portray and manifest this intelligence in our daily activities, in our daily life. So intelligence, civility, rational thinking entails utilizing our brains for the betterment of ourselves and for the betterment of other living forms. When we partake or act in ways that will deteriorate other living forms, when we act in ways that harm children, the aged, when we act in ways that make life a terrible experience When we act in ways that deteriorate the life in ourselves, then this is a mark of crudity. This has nothing to do with intelligence. So intelligence is only found in that action that is wise. Intelligence, or this ability to act in a rational manner, only applies when our actions are right, when our actions are informed by wise decisions. This ability to have rational and intelligent thoughts entails us utilizing our minds and our brains and our intelligence for the betterment of all living things. Our minds, our brains, our mental abilities, our intelligence is used to serve all human beings and all living things in this planet. Our minds become kind of a neutral vessel that is for the betterment of life. So to be truly intelligent is to realize that the war that gave us pain yesterday cannot create a better tomorrow when we practice it today. To be wise and intelligent is to realize that hate has never solved any problem or has never led to any peace. So to be wise is to understand, or intelligent is to understand, that repeating the past mistakes won't create a better experience. To be wise is to know that the things that harmed us yesterday should not be repeated. To be wise is to understand that when we act in ways that deteriorate other forms of life and nature, then we end up with a polluted environment, with polluted air for our consumption, with polluted soils for our vegetations. We end up with polluted rivers that will end up feeding our taps. We end up with polluted air that we will need to breathe. And which every living form needs to breathe. So this is an indirect destruction of ourselves. So to be wise or intelligent is to not to repeat the things that we proved they bring sicknesses to us yesterday, not repeating today the yesterday's mistakes. So true intelligence, civility, is not only wearing ties and suits, it's also found in tying our relationship with the ecosystem. True civility or uprightness is not only found in suits, it's also found in the things that we practice if they suit our well-being.
Is not harmful for those who know to use it rightfully. Because what I know, everything is harmful.
So when we do things that suit our well-being, then this is true civility, this is true intelligence, this is a mark of true uprightness of conduct. This is the true righteousness, the right action. So civility, intelligence is only found in a righteous action, in an action that is right, not only for ourselves, but to other living forms and to the ecosystem at large, because we are part of the ecosystem. The things that we do to the environment end up creating effects to our bodies. So the things that we do to the air will have direct relationship with the sicknesses that we will have as a society. So if we proved something made us sick yesterday, then repeating it today isn't a sign of wisdom or intelligence. Intelligence is only found in not repeating that which proved foolish yesterday. True intelligence is found in not repeating that which was proved ineffective yesterday. True intelligence is utilizing today's experience or the present experience for a brighter tomorrow, for a better tomorrow, for a wiser tomorrow. So intelligence and uprightness of conduct and civility are words that should only be associated with the right conduct, with actions that are for the betterment and improvement of all living forms. So in the truest meaning, the term civility, the term intelligence should apply to a neutral force that leads all to health. The word intelligence is a neutral word, is a word that points to a neutral force that is for the betterment of all things that live. So in truth, the term intelligence is the enlightenment of a species, is the kindling of a human being to the state of shining like a star. So true intelligence can only be associated with those actions that are an improvement of yesterday's state of being. True intelligence can be associated with things that we practice and they lead to our health, not to our sicknesses, not to our depression. but to our ascension. So until next time, let's redefine or re-evaluate what it entails to be intelligent, or what it entails us being an intelligent species. How can we manifest this intelligence? How can we prove this intelligence in terms of conduct, in terms of actions, in terms of how we carry out our daily activities? This should not just be a term to be bragged about. This should be a philosophy, a lifestyle that we should embody, that we should give life to it, that we should live and make it alive or be seen by the masses. So true intelligence is the transformation of a human being. This is like a worm transforming and flying like a butterfly. So from crawling on the ground or on twigs to flying to different trees, to different places. So intelligence is awakening to a state that I can compare with the flying of a butterfly to different flowers, to different trees, to different branches. From a simple crawling species, there is born a human being that is for the good of all things that live. In a human being, there arises a force that is for the good of all living things, that plays neutral, but for the betterment of all living things, and not identified with any specific living thing. So peace